Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Izzat bin Azhar, and I'm from DHI 5A, and my metric number is BMH 2007052. And today I want to present about individual presentation of HCP. So, firstly is step in identify halal control point or HCP. For the firstly is process step is receiving. The material is firstly is non-halal material found together with halal material. For the inclusion is company halal certification can be revoked. For the likelihood is unlikely and severity or impact is critical and risk ranking is 6. For the control measure is must be informed every supplier and transporter to not bring any haram substance into premise, and there is no halal control point or HCP. The secondly is raw material delivered to the premise with expired halal certificate. And for the inclusion is company halal certificate can be suspended. And for unlike the likelihood is unlikely, severity or impact is critical, and the risk ranking is 6 for this material. And for control measure is hold any purchase from supplier which not renewing their halal certificate, and there is no halal control point for this material. And after that is personal. The person in charge in a receiving area use glove from non-halal sources. And for the inclusion is glove from non-halal sources may cause cross-contamination with raw material. And for likelihood is unlikely, and severity or impact is moderate, and so that is risk ranking for this personnel is 3. For the control measure is make sure that personal glove from halal sources, and there is no halal control point for this potential contaminant. And equipment, after that is equipment. There is possibility that maintenance for forklift that use lubricating oil from non-halal sources. For the inclusion is lubricating oil from non-halal sources may make contamination with raw material. And for the likelihood is unlikely, and severity or impact is moderate, and risk ranking is 3. And for the control measure is only purchase lubricant oil from halal sources. And for the halal control point, there is no halal control point for the equipment. Lastly is environment. There is pest or rat detect in loading bay. For the inclusion is rat considered as a dirty animal and may cause contamination and bring disease in raw material. For the likelihood is likely, and severity or impact is critical. For the risk ranking is 9. For the control measure is thorough cleaning must be conducted once a month. Do pest management control regularly in before receiving process start, and there is no halal control point for the environment. After that is HCP risk management plan summary. First, HCP number 1 is receiving. For non-halal material found together with halal material, and how visual observation during receiving activity that some non-halal material in our loading bay from the supplier, and when during the material is arrived at the receiving area, where is at the receiving area, and who is purchaser or halal executive or quality assurance or storekeeper. For the corrective action is make sure that supplier have checked their raw material do not contaminate with any non-halal material. For the verification is purchasing department, halal executive and quality control. HCP number 2 is resting. What is the staff bring the haram food in the resting area, and how visual observation during resting process that worker does not bring non-halal food and beverage while the product process is going, and when up, upon entrance of the processing area, uh, and where is all the processing area, and who is the for the production worker. For the corrective action is check all staff before entering the production area. For the verification is worker and quality control. After that is my outcomes after completing HAS manual. Firstly is can find out how to make HAS more precise. Secondly is I can create IHC chart in company, and third is acquire more in-depth knowledge in HAS, and lastly I be able to identify risk in certain processing steps. That's all from me. Thank you.